Now, talking about this topic, change your thinking, change your life, right? And I realized no matter how much we change our thinking, we always can become better, right? What I mean by that is sometime, many time when we study a certain subject, we kind of get stuck on that subject, right? Uh, I can tell you, I have seen it. So many people get stuck on a certain subject, but they can't get past on to other things. Now, I don't. You don't have to develop. There's a difference between an entrepreneur mindset and an entrepreneur, right? Because an entrepreneur can become an employee with even if they're trying to build their own business, right? And a lot of times, if they truly want to do their own business, they need to at least change their thinking. It's because when I tell people to if they're going to be successful or if they're going to do what they want most in life, they have to develop the skills. Because it's not easy, because people have this pre notion of the law of attraction and the spiritual stuff. Yes, I believe wholeheartedly about the law of attraction and the spiritual world. But if we want to become better parents, better entrepreneurs, better good at sales or marketing, because I have stack of book here to better myself on selling myself on negotiation, because it's when you're getting a level of success, that means the success that you have now won't get you more successful, right? And sometimes people get stuck on this stuff, and so what happens is they won't grow. And what happened is people, I noticed that people are sometimes they don't want to become better, or they 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 like what they know, but they are not willing. The thing is, if they want to grow as a person, grow their business or whatever that is, they're not willing to do the necessary thing that uh to get to the top. I was uncomfortable because I have books here, and it's not like I was so comfortable of developing new skills, so, because it's uncomfortable first time because you're not good at it, but you can improve. My thing is, when we're stuck in a subject and we want to become better, is we have to become a better person, meaning we have to develop other skill set to be able to move ahead a lot in life. And that's where this book is really helpful. And if you're trying to become better in life, we have to change our thinking, because it affect what we attract, or also it affect how we do things in the world, because it's life. And most people tell you stuff and like this, but it's life. So I'm gonna read this to you. You are thoroughly a good person. You deserve a wonderful life, full of success, happiness, joy, excitement. You're entitled to have happiness, happy relationship, excellent health, meaningful work, and financial independence. These are your birthright. The right. This is what your life is meant to include. You're engineered for success and designed to have high level of self-esteem, self-respect, and personal pride. You're extraordinary. There has never been anyone exactly like you in all history of mankind on Earth. You have absolutely amazing untapped talents and abilities that, when properly unleashed and applied, can bring you everything you could ever want in life. You're living at the greatest time in all of human history. You're surrounded by abundant opportunities that you can take advantage of to realize your dreams. The only real limits on what you can be, do, or have are the limits you place on yourself by your own thinking. Your future is virtually unlimited. A lot of people stop themselves from achieving great things in life, right? That if we imagine for a second that if our life can become greater, then what are the steps necessary to change that potential out of you, to change the place where we're going to be? And she said, how do you react to the processing three program? You probably have two responses. First, you like what they say, and your fondest wish was for them to be true for you. Your second response was probably one of skepticism and disbelief. A lot of people have disbelief if they can become better. Even though you deeply desire to have a wonderful health, happy, prosperous life, when you read those words, your doubt and fears are immediately remind you of reason why these dreams and goals may not be possible for you. Well, join the crowd. And then he's taught thoughts are thing. Your mind is extremely powerful. Your thoughts control and determine almost everything that happens to you. They can raise or lower your heart rate, improve and interfere with your digestion, change the chemical uh, composition of your blood, and help you sleep or keep you awake at night. Your thought can make you happy or sad sometime in an instant. They can make you alert and aware or distracted and depressed. They can make you popular, unpopular, confident, or insecure, positive or negative. Your thoughts can make you feel powerful or powerless, a victim or a victor, a hero or a coward. Your complex bundle of thoughts, feelings, attitude, desire, image, fear, or hopes, doubts, opinions, and ambition of each of them constantly changing, sometimes from second to second. Each of these elements of your personality affect the others, sometimes in the unpredictable way. Your entire life is the result of intervening and interconnecting of these factors. Your thoughts trigger images, pictures, and the emotions go with them. These images and emotion trigger attitude and action. Your action then have consequences. Results determine what happened to you. And this is what there is a law in psychology that if you form a picture in your mind of what you would like to be, you keep and hold the picture that long enough, you will soon become exactly you have been thinking. William James. Now, the Scottish philosopher David Hume was the first to propose the idea of the tabula rasa or blank slate. This theory said that each person comes into the world with no thoughts or idea at all, and everything that person thinks and feels learned from infancy onward. It's as though the child mind is a blank state that every passing person experience leave a mark on. The adult becomes the sum total of everything he or she learns, feel, experience growing up. What the adult does become later is the result of this early conditioning. As Aristotle wrote, whatever is impressed is expressed, which is true. Perhaps the greatest breakthrough in human field of human potential in the 20th century was the discovery of the self-concept. This is the idea that each person developed a bundle of belief regarding oneself, stating at birth your self-concept then become the master program of your subconscious computer, determining everything you think, say, or feel or do. For this reason, all change in your outer life begin with a change in self-concept, with a change in the way you think or feel yourself in your world. The child is born with no self-concept at all. Every idea, opinion, feeling, and attitude or value you have as an adult, you learn from childhood. Everything you are today is the result of an idea or impression you took in and accept as true. When you believe something to be true, it becomes true for you, whatever the fact may be. You are not what you think you are, but what you think you are. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to our belief system and idea, I was thinking about it that when you were a child, or when you were a baby, you were pure, like very pure, right? Because I was sitting there thinking about how as we grow up into this world, as we grew up, and as we push out to the world and do things that, they say being productive in society, right? And you imagine the baby, when the baby is born, they're new, they have no self-aware of self, they have no idea of who they are yet, but they are act on an instinct, right? Like, you know, and the baby has not learned anything yet. It know no pain. Maybe, well, it does when it start, doing things. But sooner or later, that a baby will have all the as the baby start to grow and become more self-aware of itself, start to learn, taste, observe, and the environment that they surrounded become a blueprint of who they are as a person. Their ideas and thoughts, whether it's their parents or family or brother or sister, they pick up and they become the personality of those people. And as they become those people, they act, talk, and walk and get results as those people because they become them. But as they journey along, you deal with pain. You move through life. I was thinking about you're moving through life, through you're moving through time, right? And your cells start to age. Your mind, as you move through time, you start to experience different things, and as you move, your mind start to change too. Over time, you experience different things. But if you start to change the way we change the thinking, and a lot of things, how can we change our thinking? Well, we have to unlearn a lot of things too, and relearn what not have been taught in school, your family, society. Because the thing that we regurgitate or the opinions of others affect how we feel about ourselves. It affect how we act and do in the world or be in the world. And that if we want to change the outcome or have luck in our life, is to change our mindset, change our thinking to the degree that helps you to get ahead in life. And I would want to tell you to how do we get ahead in life? It is by here we go. It is by here we go. He said, become a do-it-to-yourself project. What one skill, if you develop and did it constantly in an excellent fashion, will have the greatest positive impact on your income? If you could wave a magic wand and be absolutely outstanding in any one part of your work, which part of your work would you choose? What would your answer? This is the key results area that you need to begin work on it right away. All lasting results in your business or career will come as a result of you doing something extremely well, something that other value are willing to pay for, and anything that anyone else can do in an excellent fashion you can learn to do as well. Remember, everyone in the top 10% start at the bottom 10%. Everyone who's doing well today were once doing poorly. All of the people at the top of your field were at the one time in some other field together. The way to get to the front of the buffet line of life, where all the good things are to be found, is simple. First, get in line, make a decision to join the top 10%. No matter how long it takes. Second, stay in line. Once you start moving toward personal excellence, keep learning, practicing until you get there. Here's the good news: the buffet line of life is moving. It's never closed. It's open 24 hours per day. Everyone who get in line and stay in line eventually get in the front. Nothing can stop you from getting to the top 10% except yourself. You're responsible. You have to answer. You set the development of the skill as your new goal or target to aim at. You change your thinking in a positive way in that area, and you begin to imagine you have the ability to absolutely outstanding in that one area. You can write it down, set a deadline, make a plan, or go to work on improving yourself in that area. It's in no time you will begin to develop the winning edge in your job that will enable you to move forward ahead in the crowd. So I think that developing the skills are very important in your life, and that here we go. It's skills. I think we have not put emphasis on skill set, right? For me, in order to get top expert or skill, I still have to learn how to negotiate stuff. To be honest, I suck at it. So if I say it sucks, so that means I have to work on it. It's not easy, so that means I have to read those books and apply again and relearning and to get better because I wanted my skills to be my upside, not my downside or my downside. So in life, if you want to uh, improve your circumstances, improve the thing that you want to track, or you improve something, um, you must be able to prove oneself of one's skills and one awareness, one thoughts, patterns, and stuff like that. It's not always easy. I'm still learning. Shoot, man. If you want to learn how to cook, you study cooking. If you want to be a lawyer, you study law. If you want to be an engineer or architect, you study engineer or architect. If you want to be financially successful, you study others who have become financially successful before you. You find out what they did, you do the same thing over and over until you get the same result. Like making money is a skill, like riding a bike or operating a computer, because it's a skill. It's therefore learnable by anyone who wants to acquire wealth. If in the past you have accepted the false idea that you cannot make or keep all the money you want, it's now time for you to get rid of that idea. It's a false belief. It's time to decide to become financially important. Here we go. Change your belief. In any case, if you want to change your performance, your results in any of your area of your life, you have to change your self-concept or your belief about yourself for that area. Fortunately, your beliefs are largely subjective. They're not always based on facts. Instead, they are basically largely on information you have taken and accept as true, sometimes with every little evidence or proof. The very worst belief you can have are self-limiting belief of any kind. These are beliefs about yourself that cause you to feel how limit or deficiency in a particular area. These beliefs are seldom true, but if you accept them as valid estimate of your ability, they become true for you exactly if they were correct. The starting point of unlocking your potential and accomplishing more than you ever have been is for you to challenge your self-limiting belief. Begin this process of freeing yourself from self-limiting belief by imagining that whatever they are, they're completely untrue. Imagine for the moment that you have no limitation on your ability at all. Imagine that you can do, or have anything you really want in life. Imagine that your potential is unlimited in any way. So when it comes to the self, right, we have the unlimited potential to develop the skills set, to develop our awareness, the knowledge. It's unlimited, but we're held back by our belief and thoughts, and it held us bondage, and it held us from getting the results we want because of fear, because of programming from the past. So we have to reprogram or reset our thoughts and change and mold them. And as we change our thoughts and thinking, we change the results that we're going to get, or the lens and the outcome that we're going to get. And it's really powerful because your mind is an engine of energy that pour out to the universe. But by no means you have to become something better, something profoundly that you never had been before. So many of us don't work on ourselves to get, like, we don't work on us, so we will never get the results that we want. We have to change. And when if you want, okay, so here's the thing. If you want things to change, you must change inside. So, and here's the thing, it's not always easy, but it can be done. And also, he talked about dreams, right? In this book, I love it. Let's go to dreams. Let's talk about dream, right? This is the reason why I dream so big. And dream, lofty dream. As you dream, so shall you become. Your vision is the promise of you shall at least unveil. John Ruskin. Your mind can be your best friend or your worst enemy. Your thoughts alone have the power to make you healthy or sick, rich or popular, poor or popular or unpopular. Your mind is like a powerful force that can be turned in any direction to bring you about wonderful results or wreak havoc or destruction. Your main goal in life must be to harness your amazing powers and direct them intelligently, systematically towards achieving everything you want. Here we go. You can become unstoppable. The central purpose of this book is to help you to change your thinking in this just way that you become absolutely unstoppable, achieving any goal you can set for yourself. Your goal is to develop yourself to the point of psychologically where you become like an irreversible force of nature. You will become like the tide coming in, or like powerful storm that sweeps across the land. Your aim is to become so confident, courageous, strong, and resolute that you can set any goal for yourself with the firm knowledge that you can learn what you need to learn, and what you need to do to eventually achieve it. You will become so persistent and determined that nothing and no one can slow you down or alter your course. You will become truly unstoppable. You begin the process of becoming unstoppable by dreaming big dreams. So, since everything you create in the world begins with a thought, the bigger the dream you dream, the bigger the goal you will achieve. All successful men and women are dreamers. All peak performers are what called blue sky thinkers. They continually allow their minds to float freely when they think about what is possible for them. They look at unlimited blue sky above them and as only limit to everything they could possibly be or have or do. Create your ideal vision, future vision. The most important part of dreaming big dream is for you to define your ideal vision. Future vision is for you to think about what you want before you begin to think about what's possible for you. You dream big dream by looking to the future and imagining that you have no limitation holding you back from achieving anything you set your mind on. Detach from your current situation and allow yourself to dream. Pretend for the moment you have all the time and money you need. Imagine you have all the connections and contact, all the resources and opportunity, all the education and knowledge, and the skills and experience that you require to be, have, or do anything you could dream of. The very fact that you could write down something you would love to have someday means that you probably have within you right now the ability to achieve it. Let your mind float freely as you write. There will be lots of time to organize and develop your dream letter. Here's a great question. What's one great thing would you dare to dream if you knew you could not fail? If you were absolutely guaranteed of success in the achievement of any one goal, big or small, long term or short term, what would it be? If a billionaire took a liking to you and offered you to write a check to cover any goal that you could definitely define, what one goal would you choose? If you could have any job, what would it be? If you could work for any kind of company, what kind of company would you uh, select? Where would it be? What would it be doing? If your family life and your relationship could be perfect in every respect, what would they look like? Answer these questions clearly, write them down. Start work on your future. You begin the creation of your ideal future by making up your dream list. You write down everything that you would want to be, do, or have exactly if you have no limitation at all. You make up your list as if you were absolutely guaranteed of success. Then you can begin refining your list step by step, develop a detailed blueprint for your life. Henry David Thoreau once wrote, have you built your castle in the air? Good, that's where they should be built. Now go to work and build your foundation under them. Once you have the broken free from your limited thinking, like a balloon casting loose, it motoring and racing high into the sky, you can begin to turn your dreams and fantasy into concrete practical goals with specific plans of action. Your ability to set goals and to make plans for accomplishment is the master skill set of success. Within this master skill, there are no limits on what you can accomplish. Putting your goals on paper is the next steps in the process. There you go. So you got to write your goal down, but also you got to take the action. Of course, when we visualize and stuff like that, as we visualize, we make it into a picture, concrete, and we feel as it's true, and we know the laws of the nature of laws. We're using it when we picture something, when we write something, we're in harmony with the law. Unless you contradict with that picture with negative, then you're not working with the law, you're working against the law. Because the law of the universe is always working. It's how you use it yourself, because you have the law within you. As you use your law within you, you create the outer experience that you're going to experience. Yeah, this is a great book. It changed your life. It changed my life. Every book that you have changed my life. And thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel and like my video. Why? Because I do book review. I will be continuing to do interviews with authors and experts in their field because it's my dream. And of course, sometimes I will be entertaining. But let's go, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.